I'm going to share all of me with you now. My name is Jenny Morris. I'm an author, I'm a radio presenter, I do television, and boy can I cook. So I get to feed you again, and you're going to repeat after me. This dish is called pork pink lady. No. It's called pork pink lady paprika.
Pork pink lady paprika.
And there was another people, I can't remember what it was.
Your ma took it, I think. Ma took it. This looks fantastic.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Yes.
So pork, paprika, pepper,
yes.
pink lady.
Peter Piper picked. I love those pink ladies.
Your pink lady
I love them.
apples.
I like the texture.
Nice to see a return of them. Very nice.
Not for long.
Not halal.
No, not they're halal, but they're not for long. It's November, the season ends.
But that's not halal.
That's most definitely not halal,
Yes.
or anything.
Got you. Is this a lunch or a dinner?
It can be anything you want it to be.
Because last week was a lovely lunch.
Lunch, yeah. This
But
could
I would
be-
also have that for dinner.
Yes, you can have it for
Okay.
dinner. And this is lekker on pap.
On pap.
You know I love
I
pap.
feel a bit pap. Which is why I'm wearing the same shirt as I was last week, because it made for such delicious cooking that I thought, let me not jinx things.
Liar,
And I'll
you
wear the
told
same.
me, because I paid you such a compliment about the stripes, you're just trying to impress me again, huh? Dressed to impress.
Look, I earned my stripes, huh? So there we go.
Okay, darling, so this pork is very, very lean. It's got maybe a little bit of marbling, not too much, because pork normally wears its fat on its back. So we're going to pair it with these lovely...
Me, funny enough.
And mine. It's called a fat blekkie. Not a vark blekkie, a fat blekkie. So we've got some pink ladies apples. I mean, it's a pink lady apple.
Yes.
Because pork and apple like each other.
They do, they dance.
And pork and pineapple, they do as well. But I think this waltz is much better. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Happiness is.
Yeah.
Some peppers. We said peppers eventually. I want to get the meat in first because I want to sort of get that flavor to stick to the bottom of the
Would you
pan.
like me to put some olive oil in for you?
Oh, hello, darling.
You can test
Open my
whether
bottle
I've learned
and
anything from you.
Let's see. Let's have a look.
So if I was doing this at home,
You'd use less. You're
that's how much I would do.
Really? Well, this time you can use a little bit more.
Only a little bit more.
Tiny bit more,
Oh,
okay?
really?
Okay.
Wow, so I was close.
Very close. Too
Okay.
close.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Lady.
Hey, too close for comfort. Okay, so we want this to heat up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you some tongs, and while you while you tong it,
Yes.
I shall season it. And
Okay.
go on, darling. You come this side. I'll
side.
pass here.
How are we dancing in synergy?
But I like cheek to cheek.
Cheek to
I
cheek.
know that was that way, cheek to cheek. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some paprika, I'm going to use some cumin and salt and pepper. So
ready
while that
yet.
heats up,
You can turn the knob.
yeah, higher. Yeah, there we go. And we want celery because we want depth. And we've got mushrooms.
Love mushrooms.
I love
see you've
mushrooms
got
too.
a variety of mushrooms.
We've got a variety
Two
of
different
mushrooms. Yeah.
types there.
Yes, the portobello. Yeah, portobello, and the little button. A little button mushroom. You typical. Oh, I can say it's a typical man. He's always in a hurry to put it into the pan. But
Let's set it in the pan.
yeah,
Yes.
there we go. Let's do this thing. It's not what you think.
What is it?
It's onion powder.
And how do they make that? Do they just
Out of-
dehydrate the onion and
Out of onions.
crush it
and
into
make
a
a powder?
powder?
Yes, well, they could roast it. Do you want a lime?
Okay, I don't want to be like Pablo Escobar here, but can I have a little taste of it
You can have a taste,
before we...
as long as you behave.
very salty.
Yeah. So you've got to go very, very careful.
Wow.
This is onion salt, not onion powder.
Ah,
You get to onion salt and onion powder.
Okay.
So a little bit. Can you smell?
Not really.
Yeah, that's because you shoved it up your nose. Put a little bit of paprika now, not much.
Smoked paprika or normal paprika?
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
We're going to put the onions in. As I say, this is not the kind of thing where you want to braise the onions, braise the meat. We're going to put celery. And now I'm going to put, see, thyme is a nice woody It's a nice woody herb. I'll put some now and I'll put some at the end.
You don't want to do it all at one time.
No. Excuse the pun. Oh, you're so smart, this boy.
That's why I say it's so time consuming, because I usually try and pull leaves off the stalk.
I do also do that. That's it. Get it all the thyme. Can you smell the thyme?
Not really.
You can tell the thyme.
Tell the time.
Okay, look at this. Delicious. So basically you want this to just cook out a little bit.
I must say, I did get a hint of the neighbour's cat pee in there. Is that normal? I'm joking. I didn't get that. I wanted to.
The cat's pee was in the parsley.
Oh, was it in the parsley? Okay.
So, Mr. Guy, I'm going to put just a tiny little drop more olive oil. I know it looks like a lot, it's not.
No, Sydney, I mean...
Honestly, if I'd have put that in, it's a couple of tablespoons of oil that we're cooking. And now, this is my secret ingredient. It's this lovely chili paste.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you... I'm just going to give you...
Colour.
But you don't have to eat it all. This is going to give me beautiful colour in here.
That's very sweet.
It's lovely. We can, that little bit of water.
Yes, you want some more of that?
Yeah.
The head to the neighbours.
There we go, and that's my little bit. Aren't I smart?
Very smart.
Because now it's infused water. Tomato sauce, yeah. In you go.
So now the
mushrooms in, yeah.
Okay. I would have probably added the mushrooms too early, meaning much earlier. When do we add the apple?
I want my pink ladies in here. Now, the reason why I've actually used a pink lady apple is because it doesn't collapse. So we'll still have nice texture, but it'll release all the juice. So bring that to me. Put these. I think we've cooked with these twice together, hey?
Yes.
Now this is a bit of fennel that we're going to add right at the end, chopped, because it'll be fragrant and delicious. And we've got some lovely fresh parsley. I'm going to just let this cook out a little bit. And, smell that. You could put some sherry in here if you wanted to as well. You can go the whole hog.
Hog being the operative word there. Stop it. We should be calling this the cook's pun ground, not the playground. We should be calling this.
So there she goes. I'm going to put a little bit of foil over this. It's gorgeous hair. There, I'm happy. This is a hell of a mess, but we're going to eat in amongst the mess. Okay, so now I'm going to dish you. I'm going to dish you. Now, this is really nice served on noodles or
pap, you said.
Pap, lovely. And then I'm going to take a little bit of fennel. This is organic fennel. It grows in my garden. You've got to be careful. You can get it on the roadsides, but maybe someone walks their dogs there. Just make sure you wash it properly. So, a little bit more pink lady on the top.
That looks lovely.
And I would like you to dig in at some point. Why don't you just clean up the plate and lick your finger?
Excellent.
Or my finger.
Right, now comes the taste test. I'm going to do this a little bit like Master Chef, where I'm going to taste the separate elements.
Oh, you're such a show-off.
Mushroom. You don't use an apple.
It's not just any apple, it's a pink lady. Nice, huh? Just adds that lovely juicy fragrance, a little bit of sweetness.
What I love is the apple's still crunchy, yet it's been softened to some extent.
Some texture in there.
That's very good. And then, I don't want to take all your food here because I know you've got an army. Here we go.
To feed.
Piece of the pork.
There we go. There we go.
That is superb.
I'm so happy you like it.
It's comfort food on another level. It's very...
It's mummy food.
It feels like a hug from Jenny Morris.
It just feels like... He'll use any excuse.
That's what that feels like.
It is.
Sure.
Lots of tummy love going on here. And mummy love.
Mushroom and apple together.
With that little piece of pork, absolutely. And it's a nice, easy, I think it's a nice way to sort of ease into the spring. It's going to be
It's
one.
light enough to be a summer, well, not
It is.
necessarily summer, but certainly a spring
Yeah, absolutely.
delish dinner. It's certainly not a heavy,
No.
wintry,
No.
brothy stew. It's
No.
lovely.
No, sir.
Almost hints of, is it ratatouille?
Oh, ratatouille.
Ratatouille?
Yes, because you've got
Hints
the
of that with
peppers.
the peppers.
Absolutely. In fact, you could add some baby marrows. Or courgette or zucchini, whatever you'd like to call it.
Courgette I like because it sounds like a car, the
Sounds
courgette.
so fresh.
You'd rather courgette?
Yeah, courgette it is. Yes.
So, yes.
And the mushroom.
That is superb. So what's this called now?
Pink ladies and pork.
There we go. Pink ladies in pork, which is not something you'll find in a nightclub in Cape Town.
Not in pork and pork.
Haven't we cut yet? Oh.